Hello, friends. Today I will be introducing you on how to study in Australia without spending any money. You're not going to be spending tuition fee. You will not spend money in application process. You will not spend money for even relocation. And so I'll be telling you about the Australian Government Research Training Program, the AGRTP Stipend Scholarship. Yeah, this scholarship supports you to move to Australia without spending any money, without spending tuition fee, and without even spending relocation money, even from your home country. And the value is 36,652 per annum. Okay, and the payment method is fortnightly, is made fortnightly, and payment is also made for a whole 3.5 year. And you have the opportunity to extend by 6 months and even another 6 months, depending on the situation surrounding your studies. So it means that you can get it for 4 years or 4 years and a half, depending on when you finish your studies. So the student type for this is both for domestic and international students. There's also both for current and prospective students. So if you're already studying or if you want to study, you are eligible. Then the student level, this is for postgraduate research. So you must be doing a postgraduate research studies for you to qualify. If you are doing postgraduate thought study, you will not qualify for this scholarship. The next is selection basis. Selection is purely based on academic merit, and the ongoing eligibility continuation based on academic performance, then they will renew it for you. If your academic performance is sound, you get it renewed. If your academic performance deteriorates so much, you may get it withdrawn. Okay? Then the extension period, like I said, 6 months, another 6 months extendable. So it all depends on your performance. Yeah. Now here is the eligibility criteria. Now the Commonwealth Scholarship Guideline research sets the basis for the condition of award and outcome that basic eligibility requirement for this scholarship. The ANU has established an RTP policy and procedure which outline the standard processes and conditions for this scholarship. So let's say what are the eligibility criteria? But let's look at selection basis, by the way. Candidates are ranked and scholarships are awarded based on a competitive ranking process to the top ranked candidates, subject to evidence they meet merit-based selection criteria and subject to confirmation of a qualified supervisor, space and resource being available in an area of research that is aligned with ANU research strategy. So there are reasons why you will get qualified, and you must be having an admission. You must also be having a supervisor willing to supervise you. You must also be researching in an area which is of interest to the school. All these things are very key, okay? ANU is an Australian National University, so this scholarship award is from Australian National University, okay? Now let's look at the additional information which is required. The first one is selection process. Candidates are ranked and scholarships are awarded based on a competitive ranking process to the top ranked academic subjects to evidence they meet merit based selection criteria and subject to confirmation of a qualified supervisor, space and resources being available in an area of research that is aligned with ANU research strategy. Okay. Now, the next thing you will need to know is the benefits. The benefits here, you see the benefit number one is stipend scholarship for 3 years with the possibility of 6 months standard extension and another 6 months extension if the reason for request falls within the additional eligible criteria. Okay, which means you can get this scholarship for up to 4 years and 6 months or for 4 good years. The next one is travels. Yeah, travel and removal of allowances for students relocating to Canberra to commence their research program is obtainable. So there is travel allowance, relocation allowance, current property, and all that. Thesis allowance is also one of the benefits. Okay, then dependent child allowance for international student alone, which means if you're an international student and you have a child who is a minor, then you are going to receive allowance for taking care of your children or your child. Paid medical, maternity, and parental leave is also available. So, if you are having medicals, it will be paid for. If you are having childbirth, maternity will be paid for, and even parental leave will also be paid for. So, if you go on leave, they will pay you for leave allowance. And lastly, is for you to suspend the scholarship, you need to pass through the processes which are written in this area. Okay, you can suspend the scholarship, and you can also, let's look at how to apply. Yeah, this is the process to apply. Commencing students, no application is required specifically for this scholarship, as all eligible candidates will be considered. So, if you're applying for admission, you don't need to make an extra application. Once you're applying for admission, automatically you are going to be considered for this. If you're eligible, it will be offered to you. Let's look at other information. Working outside eligible HDR program. If you're working under this program, when you've gotten the scholarship, students notify their delegated authority and chair of panel in writing of the extent of working arrangement they are undertaking alongside the eligible HDR program upon commencement. So you need to write your supervisor, the chair of the panel, to tell them that you're working for 20 hours and in a week, and it must be within 20 hours in a week, of course. There are also references, and if you want to see these references, you can hit up this two link to see these PDF files. There are references for you to support your application. Then this is also further informations. You will be needing to submit your application. Well, the deadline is August 31st, but it is important to submit at least 2 to 3 weeks before August 31st. This will help them to go through your application before deadline. And if there's even need for additional information, they will contact you and ask you for additional information. So candidates are strongly encouraged to make contact with the prospective supervisor prior to lodging an application for admission to discuss the proposed research topic and related matters. So this will help you to apply for the right topic, which will be under interest, and it will also help you to discuss more on the dynamics of going through this program. So this is the information. There are still additional scholarships. This is just the Australian Government Research Training Program, AGRTP stipend. There are other scholarships you may want to try. If you press the scholarship tab, if you hit up the scholarship tab, you can visit to see these prestigious scholarships. Sir Roland Wilson Part Turner Postgraduate, Fulbright Scholarship, ROG Mezen Scholarship to Harvard. And you can see the number of seats, and some of them have the amount. Frank Norris Memorial Fellowship for student for study, and West Park Future Leaders Scholarship, Oxford PhD Exchange, ANU or to Oxford Scholarship, John Monarch Scholarship. This is up to a value of $75,000. Oxford Australian Scholarship, the Ross Scholarship Australia. So I can see this one you can get up to 20% can get this, and some of them nine, some are even lesser number. Okay, two, yeah, yeah. So that is it. So you can go to the next page. There's still more scholarships, which you can actually seize the opportunity to apply to. This is R.G. Mason Scholarship to Harvard, Frank Knox Memorial Fellowship for Study, West Park Future Leaders Scholarship, and Oxford PhD Exchange NU to Oxford Scholarship. So these are all number of scholarships you can apply for. So it's up to you to take decision and to take the bold step to apply for these scholarships. There are a lot of other things I would like you to go through yourself in this website. There are rich information I couldn't touch because I was rushing to finish up. But I just want to assure you that with the Australian National University, you can be able to apply without spending money, and you might also be lucky to get a scholarship and study free of course, and even get stipends without all many other support which you have mentioned. So guys, I think you need to try this, and if you are interested in studying abroad and if you're interested in moving abroad. But guys, in any case, don't forget to give me a fat like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, because I want more people to see this video and find out the value which is adding to their life and become part of our community. I wish you the best of luck, guys. Cheers.